I got $100,000 for you.
Oh my God.
Papa, you fine?
Man, I heard the boom. I
Well, tonight on The Edge, a feel-good story turns real ugly after a Detroit man is gifted $100,000 from a famous YouTuber.
The Detroit man claimed that he was kidnapped and nearly killed.
September 1st, 2025, Detroit. Early morning, a GMC Yukon Denali explodes into flames on the 18,000 block of Mount Elliott. Inside, a man is screaming, hands tied behind his back, feet bound together, left to burn alive. Neighbors hear the explosion, then the screams. They run toward the fire and pull him out. He's naked, his clothes burned off, bleeding from his head, skin charred, barely conscious. But here's what makes this crazier. 1 week earlier, this same man was crying tears of joy on camera, holding $100,000 in cash. A viral TikTok star had just blessed him for being kind. Millions of people watched, millions celebrated. So how does a man go from viral blessing to burning alive in 7 days? And who would do this to him? Investigators say the people who tied Curtis Dixon up and lit him up weren't strangers. They were family, the people he loved. And then this, why? This is one of the worst evil betrayal I have covered. And by the end, you will learn how one act of kindness and one viral moment can turn deadly. Remember to like, share, and let me know in the comments if you have witnessed such evil. You're watching Hidden Crime Network.
I got you a brand new home.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Curtis Dixon was a 60-year-old grandfather living in Detroit, married 13 years. Life wasn't easy, money was tight. And if you know anything about Detroit, you know that struggle is real for a lot of people there. This is a city that's been through economic collapse, job loss, entire neighborhoods gutted. People work hard and still can't keep the lights on. Curtis was one of them. August 20th, 2025, his electricity got shut off. No lights, no power, nothing. Curtis sat in that dark house and made a painful decision. He was going to pawn his wedding ring just to pay the light bill. The next day, he walked into American Jewelry and Loan with that ring in his pocket. But outside the shop, something happened. A man was on the ground, struggling to stand. He said he was blind, didn't have a car, needed help. Curtis didn't hesitate. He helped him up and went to find security for him. The man asked Curtis why he stopped. Curtis said, "Because God told me to help you." The man's name was Zach. He asked Curtis if he had some water or maybe a couple dollars. Curtis was honest with him. "I'll have a couple bucks when I come out. I'm pawning my wedding ring right now. My lights got shut off yesterday." Curtis went inside, pawned his ring, got $140. That's it. 13 years of marriage, $140. But he still came back outside and gave Zach money. Zach looked at him. "Why are you giving me money? You don't even know me." Curtis said, "It's something God built in me. I don't have to know you." Then Zach asked Curtis to help him stand one more time. Curtis reached out, and that's when Zach said something that changed everything. "I'm not blind." Curtis was confused. Zach told him he'd been looking for the first kind person who would stop and help. Curtis was that person.
Excuse me, sir. Can you help me stand up? Excuse me, sir. Could you help me? All right, sorry about that. Hey, sir.
Hello?
Could you help me stand up by any chance?
Help you stand up?
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, bro.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2. Bless you, sir. Thank you.
You okay?
I'm okay, thank you.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you fall?
Yeah.
Do you need help? Where's your car at?
Car, I'm blind.
Hold on, stay right here. I'm gonna get you some help. God told me to help you.
What's your name?
My name is Curtis.
I'm Zach, man. Nice to meet you.
Stay, brothers.
You're the first person in 3 hours to help me, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you take this?
Why?
I don't want to take your money, man.
No.
Curtis, I'm not blind.
How many fingers I got?
2.
What's going on?
Right there, Zach handed Curtis $1,000 cash. Curtis couldn't believe it, but Zach wasn't done. He told Curtis, "I have $100,000 for you." Curtis broke down crying. They called his family. His grandkids came running. Everyone was in tears. Curtis held those babies close, couldn't stop shaking. Then more came, another $5,000 in cash for his light bill, enough to cover the rest of the year. American Jewelry and Loan gave him a $2,500 check, and then the biggest shock, a brand new GMC Yukon Denali sitting outside waiting for him.
Hey.
I wanted to come here and help you with your light bill for the rest of the year.
Oh my God.
I got $5,000 cash for you.
Oh my God.
This part is good. It's nice. It's hopeful. And the kind of video that makes you believe people still care. But the internet doesn't only reward kindness, it also exposes it, which should be a good thing, except when the evil and wicked ones are watching. So who is Zach, and what's all this about? His real name is Zachary Daranowski. Online, he goes by MD Motivator. Over 20 million followers across TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. But he's not just another influencer chasing clout. Zach is a mental health advocate and philanthropist whose whole mission is about spreading kindness through vulnerable, real connections with strangers. His approach? Vulnerability equals relatability equals empowerment. He looks for people facing real hardship, homelessness, financial crisis, personal struggles, and gives them immediate, life-changing support. He's been open about his own battles with mental health, including a suicide attempt, and he uses that pain to encourage others. His catchphrase is simple: be kind and love always. The video of Curtis getting that money went absolutely viral. Millions of people watched it. Then a GoFundMe got started. People from all over the world donated. In total, Curtis walked away with over $100,000, plus the car, plus all the extras. Curtis said it on camera. "I keep asking him why. Because God told me to help you. I would do it for anybody." He was humble, grateful, emotional. For Curtis, this felt like a miracle. His lights were coming back on. No more financial stress. Brand new car, family taken care of. His prayers had been answered. But here's the thing nobody saw coming. While millions of strangers were celebrating Curtis online, someone in his own family was watching that same video. And they weren't happy for him. They were counting his money. They knew where he lived. They knew his routine. They had his trust. And what they were planning wasn't a conversation. It was something way darker.
August 20th, 2025. The same day Curtis's electricity got shut off. Inside Wayne County Jail, a phone call was being recorded. Roland Terrell Chapman was talking to his brother, and he'd already heard about Curtis. Chapman wasn't some distant relative. He's Curtis's nephew. His mother is Curtis's wife's sister. Close family. According to the federal complaint, Chapman was on that call talking about his uncle's windfall, the brand new car, the house, the 100 racks. And then he said something that would later be used against him in court. "I said that man better not make me turn a hustle." Curtis was being blessed on camera, and his nephew was in jail, already seeing it as an opportunity. Chapman was broke, struggling. 2 days later, on August 22nd, he called his brother again. This time, investigators say his tone shifted. He told his brother he was trying to figure some stuff out because he had to borrow some money. He said he needed some racks real quick and that he was tired of this. Then came August 24th. Federal investigators say this call was different. It wasn't just Chapman and his brother. It was a three-way conversation. Chapman, his brother, and their mother were all on the line. According to the recorded call, Chapman's brother said, "Twin, it's time to come out of retirement, baby." Chapman responded, "Hey man, I can get a couple portions of those dollars." The target was clear: Curtis. According to court documents, Chapman worked with 4 others to carry out the plan. Donikia Stroman, who investigators believe may also be related to Curtis. Iesha Ann Stroman, married to Donikia. Laika Doreen Lopez Martinez, who would play the role of luring Curtis into the trap. And Kenneth Paul Anderson. 5 people, all willing to go after a 60-year-old man who'd just been rewarded for helping a stranger. Federal prosecutors say they coordinated everything over those recorded jail calls. Chapman thought the coded language would protect him. He had no idea those recordings would become the most damaging evidence in the case.
September 1st, 2025, around 4 in the morning. Curtis Dixon's life was about to change again, but this time for the worst. Before we go further, you need to know something. According to some news reports, parts of what happened that morning don't perfectly line up. Curtis's account to investigators, what his wife told police, the timeline, some details are still being sorted out in court. But here's what federal prosecutors have documented so far. In the court complaint, Curtis is referred to as Victim 1. His wife is Victim 2. That morning, Victim 2 woke up around 4 a.m. and realized Curtis wasn't home. She tried calling him, no answer. She waited. Curtis, according to his statement to police, had picked up a woman near his home on Verner Avenue. She approached him as he was backing into a parking space. She told him her car had just been taken and she needed help. Curtis said yes. The woman got into his car. Federal investigators later identified her as Laika Doreen Lopez Martinez. Curtis drove her to the east side of Detroit near Filer Avenue. She used GPS to tell him where to turn. He parked on Filer. That's when more people appeared. Federal court documents say additional suspects came out and held Curtis at gunpoint. They bound his hands and feet, placed a shirt over his head so he couldn't see. Then they started threatening him. They told him they would kill his wife if he didn't cooperate. They threw him into the back of his own GMC Yukon Denali. They took his phone, his house keys, his Bank of America card, possibly his Cash App card. For hours, Curtis was driven all over Detroit, bound, blindfolded, terrified. He told investigators he believed a white Honda or Mazda was following his Yukon the entire time. The suspects forced Curtis to give him his bank card PIN numbers. They drove him to multiple ATMs across the city. ATM surveillance footage captured one of the suspects, later identified as Lopez Martinez, driving Curtis's black Yukon and withdrawing $1,000 from a Bank of America ATM on Gratiot Avenue around 5:45 a.m. Curtis was still tied up in the back. According to the federal complaint, after hitting the ATMs, they drove Curtis back to his own home on Verner Highway. This is where things get murky in the timeline, but here's what the court documents say happened. Around 5 a.m., Victim 2 was still at the apartment. 2 people wearing masks and holding handguns entered, a male and a woman. They asked her, "Where is the money?" The male suspect grabbed a safe. The female held Victim 2 at gunpoint. They tied her hands and feet. Then they fled with the safe. Victim 2 was able to get free and made it to a neighbor's apartment where police were called. Meanwhile, Curtis was still bound in the vehicle outside or nearby during this home invasion. He could hear things happening, but couldn't do anything to stop it. Once the suspects had the safe, Curtis was no longer useful to them. According to the federal complaint, they drove him 15 miles away to the east side of Detroit, the 18,000 block of Mount Elliott, an empty field, no houses nearby, no witnesses. They left Curtis tied up inside his own SUV. Then they poured gasoline on it, and they set it on fire, with Curtis still inside. The vehicle exploded into flames. Curtis screamed for help. The suspects left, thinking he would burn alive, thinking no one would find him in time.
but a neighbor named Barry Smith heard the explosion around 6:25 a.m. Then he heard screaming. Other neighbors ran outside. They saw the SUV engulfed in flames. They saw Curtis on the ground near the vehicle, still tied up. The Detroit Fire Department arrived and found Curtis bound feet away from the burning Yukon. The neighbors had already pulled him out. He was freed from the restraints and rushed to the hospital. By this time, police had already responded to victim 2's call from the neighbor's apartment. She told them everything: the masks, the guns, the safe, the terror. Curtis survived. Somehow, despite being kidnapped, robbed, driven around for hours, and set on fire, his injuries weren't life-threatening. Barry Smith called it a miracle. Thank God he's okay. He's blessed, because this would have been a major crime scene. But the people who did this thought Curtis was dead, and according to recorded jail calls federal investigators would later review, they were already bragging about it.
Well, tonight on The Edge, a feel-good story turns real ugly after a Detroit man is gifted $100,000 from a famous YouTuber.
The Detroit man claimed that he was kidnapped and nearly killed. It's a story Fox News' Jessica Dupnack has been following it and joins us now live with an update. Jessica, take us through this because there are some layers.
Yeah, for the last week or so, we've been working to connect these stories. The first one, as you mentioned, surrounds a guy named Curtis Dixon, a 60-year-old from here in Detroit. He did a good deed. A famous YouTuber gave him $100,000. Then about a week and a half later, another story you saw on Fox 2. He is connected to that. Curtis, allegedly the victim of a pretty unbelievable crime spree.
My life just changed overnight.
1 minute, 60-year-old Curtis Dixon was receiving $100,000 for a good deed.
We need more people like Curtis in this world.
A week and a half later, last Monday, witnesses say Dixon was hogtied in his burned-out SUV on Detroit's east side.
I woke up, I'm like, what's going on?
He survived. Sources say there are some inconsistencies in Dixon's story, but he claims he met someone in the area of Mount Elliott in Nevada. From there, he was kidnapped, driven to ATMs to pull out money, then beaten, tied up, and his car set ablaze.
Detroit police responded to both scenes within minutes. Curtis was rushed to the hospital. His wife was safe at the neighbor's apartment, giving her statement. But this case was bigger than a simple robbery. This was arson, kidnapping, extortion, attempted murder, the kind of case that goes federal. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the ATF, took over the investigation. Right away, investigators noticed something. Curtis wasn't telling them everything. He was holding back details, protecting someone maybe, or maybe he just couldn't believe what had happened to him. But here's the thing about federal investigations. They don't need the victim to cooperate. They just need evidence. And the evidence was everywhere. Cell phone data. Every suspect had their phone on them during the attack. The ATF tracked their locations throughout the entire day. They could see exactly where each person was, minute by minute. ATM surveillance. When the suspects forced Curtis to withdraw money, bank cameras caught their faces, clear footage. Lopez Martinez was captured on camera driving Curtis's black Yukon and making withdrawals. No masks, no disguises. Gas station footage. The suspect stopped for gas while driving Curtis around. More cameras, more footage. Bank records. Every withdrawal Curtis made that day was documented. The ATF could track exactly how much was taken and when. But the most damaging evidence? The jail calls. Remember, Roland Terrell Chapman was still locked up in Wayne County Jail when the attack happened, and Wayne County records every single phone call. On September 1st, the same day Curtis was set on fire, Chapman called his brother. According to the federal complaint, Chapman said, "They done got the old man. Somebody got that man, bro. They caught him with his pants down." His brother was shocked. He asked if they really kidnapped Curtis for money he didn't even have yet. Chapman laughed. He said they got him for something light. He wasn't upset, he wasn't worried, he was bragging. Chapman gave his brother details about the kidnapping. He knew exactly what happened because he had planned it from inside that jail cell. 5 days later, on September 6th, Chapman called his brother again. This time, he started naming names. He mentioned Deniquia Stroman. He mentioned Laika Doreen Lopez Martinez. He was connecting the dots for investigators without even knowing it. Then his brother said something chilling. According to the recorded call, he said he better get right or it could be another episode. Chapman agreed. He told his brother, "I told Mama those young people gonna get on him again." Even after leaving Curtis to burn alive, they weren't done with him. They wanted more, and they were already planning the next move. But what Chapman didn't know? Federal agents were listening to every single word, and they are coming for him.
5 people are facing charges of conspiracy to commit kidnapping. They appeared in court this morning. Investigators say they are among the accused and they are some of the victims' own family members. I should let you know we've chosen to blur the victim's face since this is an ongoing investigation. That same video, according to court documents, had agents with the ATF using it as part of their probe into the kidnapping, beating, and an alleged plot to steal a large sum of money from the Detroiter many called a Good Samaritan.
This is all shocking. This is all shocking news for me right now.
After finding the man's SUV torched on Labor Day, the ATF is now naming 5 suspects in the alleged plot to kidnap, abduct, and hold the man and his wife for cash. Roland Terrell Chapman, the victim's nephew, Laika Lopez Martinez, Aisha Ann Stroman, Deniquia Janice Stroman, who investigators say may also be a relative, and Kenneth Paul Anderson.
To find out that his own family got something to do with that, that's heartbreaking, man.
September 25th, 2025, less than a month after the attack, federal agents moved in. The ATF executed search warrants at multiple locations tied to the suspects. They recovered drugs, guns, and items from Curtis's stolen safe. All 5 suspects were arrested and charged in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan. Roland Terrell Chapman, Curtis's nephew, the mastermind who orchestrated everything from inside Wayne County Jail. Doniquia Janice Stroman, investigators believe she may also be related to Curtis. Aisha Ann Stroman, married to Doniquia. Laika Doreen Lopez Martinez, the woman who lured Curtis into the trap. Kenneth Paul Anderson, another member of the crew. The federal complaint was 27 pages long. It detailed every jail call, every ATM withdrawal, every movement tracked by cell phone data, every piece of surveillance footage. The charges were serious: conspiracy to commit kidnapping, interference with commerce by threats or violence, use of fire to commit a federal felony. All 5 suspects are facing decades in federal prison. Curtis survived. His wife survived. The people who tried to murder them are now in federal custody. But the damage was already done. Curtis's own nephew, his family, had tried to kill him over money that was supposed to be a blessing. As of early 2026, the case is still moving through federal court. No trial date has been set yet, but the evidence against them is overwhelming. And Curtis? He's still trying to figure out how to live with what his family did to him.
Since what happened previously with Curtis and his identity and his location, I wanted to make sure that we didn't film at his house or anywhere near where he currently resides. Hopefully, this conversation can ease each of our minds with Curtis's well-being, his family's safety and health, and his future. So let's call Curtis. Curtis!
Hey, Zach, how are you?
I wanted to hear your voice, man. More importantly, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing the best I can do.
How's your wife and your grandbabies?
My wife, she's doing good. We try to hold each other up and keep each other strong. And my grandbaby, they're at my mom's house right now.
If you could say something, man, to like those that hurt you or people that have been hurt, what would you say?
I struggle with the fact of forgive him. Before I could even say anything to him, I would have to forgive him first. And the God that I serve, he's a mighty God, and he's put it in my heart to forgive him. So when it comes time for me to speak at her nephew's trial, I'm going to truly be able to forgive him.
Those are some strong words you said there. I don't know if I'd be able to do that.
I have to.
Why do you have to?
I have to, because I've been forgiven. My father has never forgiven me for so many things that I've done wrong. And who am I to pass judgment? It's not on me.
I'm just happy that you and your wife are okay, that you're finding it in your heart to forgive, because I don't know if I could at the rate you have and what you've been through.
My wife said the same thing. How can you? I said, maybe I have to. In order for me to keep moving forward, I have to. Because if I don't, and I keep all that anger and hatred inside me, it's not hurting nobody but me.
I love you, Curtis, and I
love you more, Zach. It's so good to hear your voice, man. It's so good to hear your voice. Thank you so much, Zach. Thank you.
Bye, Curtis.
Bye-bye.
After the arrests, Curtis Dixon disappeared. He's lying low at an undisclosed location, not doing interviews, not posting online. His wife was held at gunpoint in her own home. Their sense of safety is gone. But what cuts deeper? The man who planned it all was Curtis's nephew, Roland Terrell Chapman. Family. Curtis didn't ask to go viral. He was just being kind. But the moment that video hit, millions knew his name and that he had $100,000. Some celebrated, others calculated, and his own family tried to burn him alive. Here's the wild part. Curtis is alive because strangers pulled him from that fire. The same kindness that got him blessed is the same kindness that saved his life. Strangers helped Curtis, but his family tried to kill him. So what's the lesson? It's not to stop being kind. It's to be smart about who knows your business. Social media fame can change your life, but it can also put a target on your back. If you come into money, protect it. Don't broadcast everything. Watch who you trust when dollar signs show up. People change, even family. Family doesn't always mean loyalty. Blood doesn't always mean love. Curtis learned that the hardest way. One act of kindness changed his life twice, once for the better, once almost for the worse. Curtis walked into that pawn shop broke and desperate, walked out $100,000 richer. A week later, he almost didn't walk out of that burning SUV. Curtis survived. His nephew and 4 others faced decades in prison. Justice is coming, but some wounds don't heal with verdicts. Trust broken by family doesn't come back. Curtis is still recovering, and he'll carry this the rest of his life. That's the real cost of going viral when the wrong people are watching. Let me know in comments, have you ever had someone close turn on you when things got better? Do you think this could have been prevented? If this story hit different, please subscribe with notification on, like and share so others can learn. Until next time, remember, blessings that go public can turn into targets. Protect your peace and your wins, because betrayal doesn't always come from strangers. Stay safe, stay wise, and thank you for joining us today. See you in the next story from Hidden Crime Network. Bye for now.